Hello, Kurumjiri, and welcome to SKTV News. You are watching Afternoon English News with me, Jessie Thiam. Now, as usual, giving you the headlines first. Security foil an attempt by group of IDPs taking refuge at the Laithabi and nearby villages to enter to their original villages located in sensitive fringe areas. MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar asserts authority must bear responsibility if displaced persons are harmed while attempting to enter their original village at the Laithabi and nearby villages. Sudden forceful flow of water from Copum Dam in Nona district since wee hours triggers flood across Copum Valley. IAS officer Punit Kumar Goel appointed as new Chief Secretary of Manipur. Prasant Kumar Singh to take charge as Secretary of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. Now the news in detail. Security forces today foiled the attempt of a group of IDPs who are taking refuge at Sajiwa relief camp to enter their original villages at the Laithabi, Iko and Yingkuman, which lies in sensitive fringe areas. The incident occurred at Bukau the Laithabi area in Imphal East when the IDPs gathered together near Bukau Terapur and attempted to march towards the Laithabi, Iko and Yingkuman at around 9 a.m. However, large numbers of security forces deployed at the area stopped them from proceeding further at Bukau the Laithabi on the ground that the villages which the IDPs were trying to move in are still sensitive, that resulted in a brief exchange of words between the two sides. The situation was brought under control after officials from district administration arrived at the scene and pacified the IDPs. Meanwhile, it is said that district administration Imphal East has not made any official statement for allowing the IDPs to enter or return to their original villages. It may be mentioned that the Meitei IDPs were taking shelter at relief camps after Kuki militants and their associates razed their houses to the ground, besides attacking in their villages 4 times in May 2023. Meanwhile, MPCC leader and Drakpam constituency MLA Thokchom Lokeshwar asked the government to bear responsibility if the displaced persons are harmed while attempting to enter their original villages. Addressing a press meet held today at the residence of Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomja Bimol Akoijam, located at Kashamthong Toplayak, the Congress MLA questioned why the government has made their original villages from the month of July and played with their sentiments. He further added that the IDPs were only trying to see their original villages in response to the government's announcement reported in media in the past. Lokeshwar then cautioned that Manipur Governor, Chief Secretary and top officials of Imphal East District Administration should be held accountable in case any untoward incident happened towards the IDPs.
Haudugi akogi dolai thabida tawriba protest July thadagi hongjalangane haibudagi press yarokodagi moi authority chacharureba Chapaganda, July Tading Amor Harabzana, Adu di Karigamata, Sanari no Habidam, Adu di Shiru, Sangana, Mapam Sangan and a Changareva. Adonaina, see through the hygiene is all security forces. Na Kaidung the show, Hariba, IDPs, Sangariba, Hongyang Duda. So upon Amata Yahondegano, Democratic Sangmani, Ado Iran to have a Samate, so upon Yaro Madu, all the responsibility in Faleski, SP, Amusum, Madula Central Forcing a title, Ugatoni. Maruena Chief Secretary ga Honorable Governor Madu Dai to preview. Madam di Moina July July Hayang Nangare, Asi Taikaraga, Taruneva. Adona, IDPs, one a Kama Labong Makraban in a Sangri, my Iji Sendo, Aduga Madu to win a Padana, understanding what you guys have I should sang other sang Hine Biraga or Totela Kobiraga, Mother Mother Ashokan Nagan Bigano, hide and I see 2 9 to give Aduka. Thank you.
Incessant rain in the past few days have resulted to flash flood in Copum Valley since yesterday night, destroying vast stretches of land and infrastructure in the valley, which is located under None district. The destruction was witnessed at low-lying area just below the Copum Dam, which is overflowing with huge amount of flood water. The flash flood has caused destructions to houses and properties as people had little time to take out their belongings. The flood has also caused major damages to paddy fields where crops have been sowed recently, creating huge dent to local farmers on the prospect of a good harvest this season. Streets and important infrastructure have also been inundated by the flood water. Meanwhile, a team of police have issued warning to locals to be cautious and vigilant after inspecting the condition of the Copum Dam, as further rain could trigger more inundation and other disaster in the valley. As state administration prepares to resettle internally displaced persons from relief camps under 3 phases, the center has appointed 1991 batch IAS officer Punit Kumar Goel as the new Chief Secretary of Manipur, replacing Prasant Kumar Singh, who has been subsequently appointed as the Secretary of the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. In an order issued by Personnel and Training Department, it is mentioned that Union Cabinet's Appointments Committee approved its proposal for inter-cadre deputation on the curtailment of center tenure for Punit Kumar Goel, who had earlier served as Goa's Chief Secretary and Commissioner Transport of South Delhi Municipal Corporation. Foothills Naga Coordination Committee (FNCC) has announced indefinite road blockade, general strike in Naga inhabited foothill areas of Manipur starting from midnight of July 18. The agitation is being launched in protest against continued presence of illegal immigrants and Kuki refugees in Naga ancestral lands. And in a statement issued, FNCC Secretary said that the decision was taken following growing concerns over territorial encroachment and cultural infringement in traditional Naga areas. According to FNCC, Kuki refugees have allegedly renamed parts of Naga IVR as German Road and Tiger Road without the consent of the local populace. The committee denounced this act as mischievous and baseless, asserting that such moves are culturally and historically unfounded. The committee further accused Kuki refugees of systematic and continuous encroachment upon Naga ancestral lands, calling it a direct threat to the territorial integrity and traditional land rights of the Naga people. FNCC also demanded immediate dismantling of Sioux camps belonging to Kuki militant groups located near Naga inhabited areas. The committee expressed concerns that the proximity of these camps has heightened insecurity and tensions in the region. The committee appealed to all Naga citizens to extend full support to the agitation, describing the blockade and general strike as a peaceful yet firm protest. Proscribed People's Revolutionary Party of Kangleipak, PRIPAK, and its armed wing, Red Army, have condoled the demise of Chairman, Lower Council of United Liberation Front of Assam, Independent Lieutenant General Nayan Ahom and Brigadier Ganesh Ahom, who died during a drone attack that was allegedly carried out by Indian forces at 4 camps located inside Myanmar on July 13. While condemning the attack in a press note issued by Publicity Officer of Department of Publicity and Propaganda, Mangal Kuman, PRIPAK expressed solidarity to the struggle of ULFA-1 during this tough time. The release added that the attack was carried out using around 150 drones and fighter jets manufactured by Israel and France at 4 camps located from Langwa in Myanmar near Nagaland to Pangsu Pass in Arunachal Pradesh. PRIPAK also termed the attack showed that India considers the people of VC as its enemy, while also asserting that it is time to make India realize that citizens of VC can never be annihilated through such attacks. Dean of School of Agricultural Science, Manipur University, Professor Ndama Yanti, has emphasized the growing need for developing adequate irrigation facilities to adopt multiple cropping in the state. She was speaking on the sideline of First National Conference on role of techno science and social science in transforming development goals at the auditorium of MU Kanchipur, Imphal. The three-day national seminar was jointly organized by MU in collaboration with Manipur Science and Technology Council and Pan-India Manipur Meitei Scientists and Academicians Association. Speaking further, Professor Damayanti highlighted the urgent need for fostering the agricultural sector in the state by paving ways to grow vegetables and other off-season crops after growing rice in paddy fields. She added that the agricultural sector forms the backbone of state's economy amid acute shortage of industrial setups. During the function, cash prize of 10,000 rupees, certificate and memento have been presented to the meritorious students of class 10 and 12 who are taking refuge in relief camps. 500 rupees and certificates were also presented to other 40 students.
Horiba ngang sidayda makoyda wakan sonda baledana adum bada tawdana ba dagi marena family person singdasu wakan sonda badu laidana ba ngang sigi future career da ungning thoga poina akoy foundation day taw matamda mamangi su pangthok sagi adu siga mari lainana peja ngang sing case award piba adu da sunatana any makoyna darkar lerapo matamda further study taw matamda akoy leiri haibagi apun bagi sakta mama akoy tobo darkar leirabra akoy intellectual circle singsina support taraktaragadi yaroi haibasidai da akoy pinsa chemga kharab matungda akoy je handaki annual conference di roina angang singja karam maina motivate tawgadagi makoy karam maina sensitize tawgadagi maroina akoy sensitization program manena lawi adu my future career dasu.
6 student organizations, including MSF, DESAM, KSA, SUK, and AIMS, took out a slogan campaign in front of Judy College Gate demanding a fully functional diet center in Jiribam district. During the campaign, members of students' organizations held placards that read "Diet for Jiribam, a fundamental right and education is a key. Unlock Jiribam's potential with diet." Speaking on the sideline, President of KSA, K. Somorjit, informed that a memorandum was submitted to Manipur Governor, Chief Secretary, Education Director and relevant departments demanding a full-fledged diet center for Jiribam district on July 10, while also serving 5-day ultimatum. However, the demand of the student bodies have not been heard, and it has compelled them to take out the slogan campaign. Speaking further, Somorjit also warned to intensify the agitation if government fails to address their demand for a diet center in Jiribam district.
Jiribam ki Deputy Commissioner ki khutangda Governor, Chief Secretary, Director amadi tongan ba mari linaba singda memorandum ama thaduna Jiribam da diet center ama athuba matamda thambiu amadi chaliba session asidagi hogdokpiu haiba memorandum ama thamjagi haiba memorandum adu min mangani phobogi manungda thabakta onthok piraktaba taragadi makha taba khongjang chathal jarakani haibagi matungina ngasi asi tarukni suba numit asida Jiribam gi amata ngariba Jiri College ki gate ta mahiroi singa puna slogan campaign ama chathajabani makha tanasu asidagi henna akan makhongjang changchan nabagi damakta mahiroi luk tarukna sem saduna lairi.
Well, coming up with more news. Now before that, let us take a short break. We'll be right back.
Sri Sri Gaurachandra Nam Purbasramda Aikoi Kwaibu Konbirambi Moirang Temningol Ningthokjam Ongbi Sudhamai Devina Mahakki Nungsijaraba Imung Manung Sagainatai Marup Mapang Khwai Pumnamappu Thadok Lamlaga Haukiba Tang 18 Tha 8 Lisingani Kunmanga Ingen Tara Tarukni Panba Irai Numita Sri Guru Gi Kripadagi Ves Olaga Sri Chaitanya Sanatan Dasi Haiba Nam Pangjaduna Vrindavan Prapti Oikre Lakliba Tang 13 Tha 8 Lisingani Kunmanga Ingen Gi Kunma 20 Panba Yumsa Numita Asti Sanchoy Lakhacharaga Tang Kunmari tha taret lishingani kunmanga ingen gi kuntrani panba sagol sen numita chira usab din thok lei numit asida leikidrabi gi atma santi gi damak ngamjaba basu kharadang Sri Gaurachandra Mahaprabhu gi agrahada hari sankritan galoinina kachagadauri ufoloksha sida Brahman Vaishnav Ahalaman marubapang amadi essential khwai kibigna matam chana lengbirektuna harinam shravan tawbiranaba patrana nimantran kachari Haijiriba Singh, Hauroksam Anil Mayanupa, Ningthokjam Sobharani, Masanupi, Ningthokjam Ningol Indubala Devi, Masanupi, Ningthokjam Ningol Bedavati Devi, Masanupi, Ningthokjam Ningol Sarda Devi, Masanupi, Ningthokjam Ningol Saroja Devi, Masanupi, Ningthokjam Ningol Babita Devi, Masanupi, Hauroksam Yaipabi, Masunupi, Hauroksam Panthoi, Masunupi, Hauroksam Heron, Masunupa, Thauram Pareng Ayuk Pung Mapan, Vek Katpa, Nungtil Pung Baro Makai, Sankirtan Hauba, Mapam, Kaisamtong Tangjam Lerak, Panthoi Bisanglen Manak.
Hadag Lakaturiba July gi tang tara ka nipan sta Howal District Chamber of Commerce and Industries na sidna netfi masung shiroi ki collaboration galoina na pangto ka doriba anirak suba business summit na sita singnamak Manipur gumba summit londa khajiktang chawkhatpa da thinda horaba lamdam sigi na di yamna achauba inot ama piba ngamgataba business summit ne hena Hamzage, ngasi Malayamda, Sakole Hariba, Lamdam Laiba, region state, ama hectang Yangumatamda, Sakole say entrepreneurs, startup, industrialists, Mayam Singsigi, Achauba contribution, Amana, Wahen Bani Henat Hamzage.
Jahini fuhena babina haiba maming asina anala yengi lamda thazaba quality leiba amadi cheksin na honabagi kudam oiduna lakli
diagnostic tagi hauraga multi speciality hospital amadi cancer care faubada babina na mangjil thaduna lakli
haujika muk makhata na chengsilaktuna mayamgi mafam da kudol tamjari babina Institute of Nursing Manipur Nursing Council nasu recognize tawraba
matam ga chunarba classroom advanced lab sing leijari
babina multi specialty hospital amadi AOI babina specialty hospital da clinical training fangbiu
expert faculty nupa amasung nupi gi tokhaiba hostel sel yamna changdana
babina hospital amadi khongbu oiriba institute sing da thabak tawbagi kudong chaba supizari
hojik admission hojare suknatagi sit nipu khaktani ahan balakpada kudong chaba pijagani
Babina Institute of Nursing, Nurturing Care, Inspiring Growth.
Sajiwa Zel Road, Khabai Soi, Imphal East.
Welcome back. Now moving on. GP Women's College Imphal held an induction program for newly admitted students at the college Central Hall today. The event was organized to welcome the new batch and familiarize them with the academic environment and facilities of the college. Principal Professor L. Rajan, College Students Union Vice President Konthojam Indrakumar, Head of Physics Department Mashnam Vidyasagar and President of Teachers Forum Head of Botany Department Akojam Nirmala attended the program as the main dignitaries. As part of the program, an interaction session between the new students and teaching and non-teaching staff was conducted. Students were also introduced to the academic departments of the college, where details about 15 subject departments were shared. IQAC Coordinator Muhammad Baharuddin Shah provided an in-depth explanation of the college system, including academic regulations and internal quality processes. Meanwhile, Head of Mathematics Department S. Samarendra briefed the students on various scholarship schemes available and emphasized the importance of academic excellence. Teachers and faculty members encouraged the students to attend classes regularly, making the best use of college facilities and focus on becoming responsible and successful individuals. A free eye checkup camp was organized in Group Center CRPF Langjing, Imphal by CRPF in collaboration with Medellin Eye Care Organization today. The camp aims to provide comprehensive eye examinations, including vision testing, eye pressure checks and contract screening for the Jawans, family members and students of Kendriya Vidyalaya No. 4, Imphal. Subsidized spectacles were provided to those in need, and patients requiring further treatment, such as cataract surgery, were identified and referred to the appropriate facilities. The initiative was part of the endeavor to improve the overall eye health of the CRPF community. Now the national news. The Unique Identification Authority of India, UDAI, has asked parents and guardians to complete the mandatory biometric update of their children who have turned 5 but are yet to update their Aadhaar biometrics. The update is free of cost between the ages of 5 and 7, and UDAI has begun sending SMS alerts to mobile numbers linked with such Aadhaar profiles. As per UDAI, the biometric update is crucial to keep a child's Aadhaar number active and usable. And children who enrolled in Aadhaar before the age of 5 did not have their fingerprints or iris scan captured. Therefore, when a child turns 5, it becomes compulsory to update their Aadhaar with biometric data, including fingerprints, iris scan, and a fresh photograph. UDAI has also warned that failure to complete the biometric update after age 7 could lead to deactivation of the child's Aadhaar number as per existing rules. A valid and updated Aadhaar is essential for children to access services such as school admissions, entrance exams, scholarships, and direct benefits transfer schemes. For further assistance, parents can visit the official UDAI website or contact their nearest Aadhaar enrollment center. The scheduled execution of Indian nurse Nimisha Priya in Yemen has been postponed, offering a temporary reprieve. However, the family of her former business partner, Talal Abdul Mahdi, remains steadfast in their demand for the strict application of God's law in cases, signaling a grave challenge for the Kerala native. Originally, the execution of Nimisha Priya was set for today. However, it was deferred following sustained diplomatic efforts from the Indian government and intervention by influential religious leaders from Kerala, including the Grand Mufti of India. Priya is currently imprisoned in a Houthi-controlled facility in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, where India lacks formal diplomatic relations. The victim's brother has made the family's position unequivocally clear in an interview to BBC Arabic, and also denied claims made by Nimisha Priya regarding abuse, exploitation, or passport confiscation. Abdel Fattah called for the enforcement of Qisas, an Islamic law principle of retaliation in kind, which in this case means the execution of Nimisha Priya. He explicitly rejected appeals for blood money, which under Yemeni Sharia law could allow the victim's family to accept financial compensation in exchange for pardoning the convict. It may be mentioned that Nimisha Priya, a nurse from Kerala's Palakkad district, moved to Yemen in 2008 and later formed a business partnership with Talal Abdul Mahdi, operating a medical clinic in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen. In 2017, following alleged harassment and attempts to recover her passport, Nimisha Priya reportedly sedated Talal with ketamine to escape. The overdose led to the Yemeni national's death, and in panic, she dismembered his body, resulting in her arrest and conviction for murder. Nimisha was sentenced to death in 2020, with her appeal dismissed in 2023 by Yemen's Supreme Judicial Council. In sports news, players and officials who were part of the victorious Indian football and futsal team in the recently concluded first Oceania Indo-Nepal International Championship 2025 were given warm welcome on their arrival at Imphal International Airport today. The players from Manipur were part of football and futsal team that won Team Champion Trophy in the championship that was held at Bakora Stadium in Nepal from July 9 to 13. Speaking to media persons, team manager of Indian football and futsal team, Dr. Kiranyan Jimbam, acknowledged the support and contributions made by people and the players and asserted that the success will inspire many players from the state to perform well in other international championships in future. People along members of Arambay Tengol presented garlands to victorious players and officials from Manipur upon their arrival at Imphal Airport. The Indian football and futsal team was coached by Dr. Kiran Yendrembam.
International Championship 2025 se ekoi India represent torga chacharuba ekoi team masina futsal amadi 11 sana football dadi koi smaina mai palak pasi yam chauthok chei aduna ekoi sumba championship sing asida team gi coach hoina yamba birendra ga ekoi na tawjari ba sing asi ekoi players sing yokhatpa aduga Manipur ding asidi India gi football gi history da adum iraga lehergoda nupi gi ahamba Asian qualifying da ekoi smaina tara khalakpa nupa gi senior ni pang khalakpa aduga ekoi sumba ahamba sina championship asida Indo Nepal championship asida so ekoi smai mai papunga busina football se we drink football, we eat football, we play football. Football is our life. Football is in blood of every Manipuri and high do kang lai paklai wing da du gida panam thamakanda ekoi ngasi su leptana hona minasi hona kikani haina ekoi smaina paudam jage.
Now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center Imphal, its maximum temperature was recorded at 29.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 23 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 87% in the morning and 65% in the evening. Now before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Security foil an attempt by a group of IDPs taking refuge at the Laithabi and nearby villages to enter to their original villages located in sensitive fringe areas. MLA Tokcham Lokeshwar asserts authority must bear responsibility if displaced persons are harmed while attempting to enter their original village at the Laithabi and nearby villages. Sudden forceful flow of water from Copum Dam in Naga district since wee hours triggers flood across Copum Valley. And IAS officer Punit Kumar Goyal appointed as new Chief Secretary of Manipur, Prasant Kumar Singh to take charge as Secretary of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.